Yo, what's going on? It's your counselor, PolyRob. Welcome to another episode of the PolyRob podcast, man. I appreciate y'all for joining in. I thank y'all. Thank y'all for listening to the previous podcast. It really means a lot to me. That means that y'all tuning in, y'all listening in. And, once again, I got my Starbucks. I got my medicine ball. I feel like I'm getting sick, but we're going to get through this, though. So, today I wanted to talk about something that's pretty dear to me because I do it a lot, and it's a conversation that kind of sparked in my brain when I was at an event yesterday. Yesterday I went to the foot action event at the Capsule 213. It was called the she. I want to say it's the She Shoes event, and it was pretty much an event where it was all female artists, rappers, singers, musicians that came through. And they had a contest about it started from like 80 people and it went down to like the last 10. So they had an event where they all performed and they did their thing. And it was a lot of women in the building. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that I respect. Shout out to Jasmine Sweets. Shout out to Unplugged LA. Shout out to DJ Charisma. My guy Mars. He actually helped put on the event. Shout out to him. Did a great job with the judging. And it was a dope event. It was a really, really dope event. And it kind of sparked the idea that what I want to talk about today. And today I want to talk about, five things that, five things from men who support women. You know what I mean? Five things from men, five tips, or you want to call it tips, you want to call it messages, you want to call it whatever you want to call it, comments, whatever. These are five things from men like me that support women. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this topic is because there's a lot of, it's always a lot of speculation that men don't support women. And that's far from the truth. Trust me, that's far from the truth. Some of my best colleagues are women, straight up. Some of my bestest friends are women. And for me, I definitely want to see them do well. And I know it's a lot of men out there that support a lot of women that's doing damn good right now. So I wanted to talk about this, because I wanted women to understand that there are men out here who support you. But even more than that, these are five things that go through our minds sometimes while we're supporting you. And I feel like you should know that. I feel like you should, know and indulge in these five things. And, some of it is from my personal experience. Some of it is from, other people, other men that I've talked to. So, I definitely want to get right into it. So, the first thing, and it's not in no specific order. It's not in no specific order. So, first thing, um, we already respect you, but only you can mess that up. Let me say it again. We already respect you, but only you can mess that up. Now, one of the biggest problems is always respect, like men not, quote unquote, not respecting women in the workforce and during business and stuff like that. But in a lot of cases, especially for men like me, like I already respect you from off the rip. The fact that you're here, you're about something, you're about trying to take care of your business, you have a goal, you have a task, and you're ready to take it on, I already respect you. Already. You know what I mean? But the things that you do moving forward from that moment determines on whether you might lose that or you might gain even more of it. You know what I mean? And women, y'all know what I'm talking about. There's certain instances where certain women, respectively, and it's their prerogative, but they do certain things that make me say, like, I'm not rolling with that. Or I might say, like, okay, I see what she doing, but I can't have none of that around me. I can't have none of that around me. Because a lot of times, and this is just my opinion, a lot of times men judge other uh, forms of other men or other women based on who's around you. They judge. It's what it is. If I'm a if I'm a man that's big on my business, I'm about my business, I'm about getting my coins, I'm standing firm on what I'm doing, and then, you know, a woman comes by and a man comes by, and this goes for both sides, and they do something that's less respectful than the shit that we own or what I'm on, it makes everybody else look at the entire group of people like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, women got it bad because they're people are always looking at y'all with a microscope. They looking at everything that y'all do. And so in some cases, they're trying to find ways to discredit you. They're trying to find ways to discredit you. But you gotta stand on what you about. And like for me, like I said, I already respect you. It's just like back in the days I had a teacher, and I forgot his name. But long story short, he would come into class when I first had him, in a class. He would come in and he would say, "Okay, everybody in here, all of y'all got A's. All of y'all got A's. Only you can fuck that up and get it to an F. Only you can do it. I can't do it. Only you can do it. Over the course of the semester, the things that you do, the homework that you turn in, the test that you take, determines if you keep the A or if you get it to an F." That's what I mean when I say, women, we respect you already, but only you can fuck that up. Just like my teacher, my social studies teacher, back in the days, he would always say, "You already got an A. When you walked in my class, you already have an A. You got it already. Only you can mess that up. The things that you do, the conduct that you perform, the test that you take, the things that you do is what's going to determine whether you keep that A or not." So that's definitely one of the things that I go by. We already respect you, ladies, already off the rip, especially if you're coming into the music industry. Like, I'm in the music industry. So if you come into the music industry and you about your shit and you trying to get to it, I'm already with you. I'm with you. But the things that you do, the people you deal with, the business that you handle, the way you go about shit, personally and business wise, all that type of stuff is what's going to determine whether I continue to respect you, I respect you more, or I'm like, I'm cool on you. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely one of them. The second one, and this is, man, 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 man. This is one of my pet peeves. It is. I'm gonna keep it 100. Let me sip on my medicine ball from Starbucks, and then I'll tell you. This is one of my pet peeves about women, and hopefully, y'all can feel where I'm coming from. Remember, this is 5 things from men who support women. So, this is number 2. I don't deal, or let's just generalize it. From men who support women, we don't deal with women who don't deal with other women. Stop. Stop. Let me say it again. We do not deal with women who don't deal with other women. Why would we deal with you? You don't even fuck with your own kind. You don't fuck with your own kind, but we gotta deal with you? No. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Women who do not deal with other women, I can't fuck with. There's something about women bonding with women that's so intricate, that's so beautiful in nature, that if you don't do that, I question how your communication with other people in general. That's me. That's my personal opinion. I can't deal with it. I can't do it. You can't come to me and say, oh, I don't fuck with bitches like that. I don't fuck with bitches like that. I just be by myself. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Because one of the traits about having a good businesswoman is the fact that she's able to connect the dots and bond with different people. That's the best part about it. The men can be, well, if they choose to, they can choose to be forceful. They can choose to be in their pocket, because men, we come from a hardcore nature where we have to provide, and we come from a nature where it's always competitive between men and men. So we understand that language. Women come from a nurturing perspective. So if a woman comes through and say, I don't fuck with other women, I'm not happy or inclined or enthusiastic about doing no business with you. I'm not enthusiastic about doing no business with you. Straight up. Women who don't deal with other women, I don't deal with. You can't come tell me no story, oh, bitches is messy. What about you? What about you? If you telling me women is messy, what about you? You the one that just told me women is messy. I'm looking at you. Come on, man. We don't do that. When I deal with business women, and you got the matter of fact, shout out to some of the business women that I do rock with. Shout out to T Mills. Shout out to Jocelyn Brown. You know what I'm saying? A shout out to Legree Shine. Shout out to a lot of different people that have this warming effect that carries throughout other people when they're in the room. I love that. That is dope. I don't want a businesswoman that I deal with to walk in the room and then she in her corner. And then she's sitting next to me like it's on some bodyguard shit, like, who is this bitch or who is this nigga? No, we don't want that. No, we don't want that at all. We want the nurturing, kind, watching the room, seeing what's going on, but being humble enough to converse with different people to see what they about. So we could get to the money. So we could get to the money. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Women who don't deal with women, I don't deal with. I'm cool. Which brings me to my third thing. The third thing from men who support women. And women, keep this in mind. We're talking about this because we want you to become a better businesswoman. So we're just giving you our ideas from our perspective that can hopefully help you become a better businesswoman. Because we support you, we fuck with you. And me, I support a lot of women because I believe in, equality in the workplace. And I believe in women could do some fucking amazing shit that men can't. Period. Period. Sorry. Niggas can be mad at me all they want. Women that's about their business can do some amazing shit. So, number 3, I identify with a woman who has motherly ways. Let me explain. A woman that comes in and she's ready to talk business, she's ready to do her thing. You know, and she's talking about whatever we need to do for like a banquet or a campaign and stuff like that. And automatically she's making suggestions about certain things that we should do to kind of tighten up. Or she's talking about, okay, should we include this organization? Should we include this person? Should we reach out to this person? These are traits that mothers carry because mothers understand that even though they hold on to the heavy load, there's certain things about collectively putting the team together and the family together that makes everything blossom more. And motherly ways like, going the extra mile to try to get something done. That's something that a mother does. So men like us, we identify with women who have motherly ways and use a bit of that in the workforce. And everybody know what it is. You ever been to your 9 to 5 and you just got that one woman who is just so motherly? Like she like, have you eaten already? They got some bagels. I saved you some bagels. Or, she can look into your eyes and be like, hey, you kind of tired. Like you want to go ahead and take a nap. Like, I'll cover this shift and whatever. I'll help you out on this. Just go ahead and take a nap. Like we identify with stuff like that. It's a wholesome thing for us, especially for men. We be out here grinding. We be out here getting it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we will stop ourselves from enjoyment of certain things because we so much on the grind. So sometimes other businesswomen that come in and have like a motherly feel to them makes us feel like we can not only work hard, but we can also take a break and we can, do things in a different format that's a lot less rambunctious and put ourselves at ease. I have a couple of, business women that are my friends that, they be like, Rob, you going too hard. Rob, you going too hard. Yo, relax, go chill. Like, you know, I'll help you take care of this work or this paperwork. Go chill for a minute. You know what I mean? And we'll get back to this. But when you come back, be on your shit. But you need to go relax because we can't move forward with you being extra tired. We can't move forward with you being, just out of whack. We can't perform like that. The organization, the team can't perform like that. And those business women we cherish because when it's time to get rough and it's time to get to it, they know how to expand. They know how to bend. They know how to, get the best out of you without working you so hard. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about all type of business women, the bosses, the ones who work, the assistants, the executive producers, all of them together, all of them. The ones who have a motherly aura about them is the ones who end up progressing more in the workforce, from my opinion, you know. Uh, and sometimes I still don't know how to sit down and relax. So for me, like when there's a businesswoman that comes by and they have that whole thing about them where it's like, nah, you need to be more free flowing with your work and stuff like that. Like it really, really helps me out, and it helps my squad out. You know what I'm saying? So women who have motherly ways, a part of their business etiquette, they always end up getting to the next level faster. Like seriously, you know what I'm saying? Men, we don't look for in the workforce. We don't look for women who Of course, you're gonna grind hard, but they get it like us. I don't need somebody that get it like me. You ain't gotta stay in there long hours and get it like me. I want to find the other aspect of it because also I'm learning from you. I'm learning from you as well. As we're going through this whole thing, I'm learning from you. I'm learning different ways. Like, but before a couple of years ago, I didn't know how to organize, my files, the way that I should have. It took for a woman to come in and organize some files that we had and made me realize, like, oh shit, that's how you do it. You know what I mean? And that's what made everything, come to life for me. And even the stuff that I do now, the way I organize the studio, the way that I, organize my schedule. Like it took for a woman with motherly ways that, yo, you need to organize your schedule more so you can be a little bit more, have a little bit more time, or know how to move a little bit more swiftly and do your thing. So I really appreciate that. So, my third thing is women with motherly ways always seem to get ahead in the workforce. You know what I mean? And even if you're not a mother, you know what I mean? Like there's women in the workforce that's like an auntie, you know what I mean, that have motherly ways because they raise their niece or nephew, you know what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily have to be a mother to understand what I mean. Like you get the feeling is there. You feel it, you know what I mean? So the fourth thing, these are 5 things from men who support women. I am a man who support women in the workforce and they do their fucking shit. I am a woman who support. I am a man. Sorry, I am a man who support women. So this is just 5 things that we all, we think about. You know what I mean? Number 4, and this is real. Let me be honest. This is real. Personal problems don't move us as men, women. Personal problems don't move us one bit. Let's talk about that. We understand everybody got personal problems. We get it. It's life. But conversing about them, talking about your past relationship that didn't go well, talking about your current relationship that didn't go well, talking about how your house is in shambles, all of that type of stuff that can be fixed, we don't want to hear too much about it. 1 conversation, that's cool. 2 conversations, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, every time I see you, it's a conversation about something that went wrong in your life. Hold on. That's too much. You're doing too much now. Now you're soaking yourself in your problems. Now every time we meet up, we got to have this long conversation about how your shit not right. That shit don't move us. Just get to it. Let's get to the money. Let's get to the business. Because guess what? Once we get to that, all the other stuff that you feel like is going to shambles, let me help you fix it. Let's fix the shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear about how your parents get on your nerves and all this extra shit. I don't want to hear it. Once or twice, that's cool because it's just normal dialogue. We talking about what's going on. To constantly keep bathing in your problems and what's going on, man, let me tell you some real shit. I can't trust you in the business meeting to do your fucking thing when outside the room before we walked in this damn office, you sitting there talking about how your boyfriend left you and he ain't shit and nigga, what are we supposed to be on? We supposed to be knocking down these proposals, knocking down these deals, getting this money on the way, like for me, on the way to a meeting, when you in the car with me, it's silence, it's music playing, preferably Frank Sinatra, Bobby Blue Bland, John Mayer. I'm playing some shit like that. And the only time we talk is if we talking about something about whatever we finna go conquer. That's what we talking about. I'm not talking about your family problems on the way to get money. I'm not doing that. I want the money. Personal problems do not move us. It don't. I'm talking about a man who supports women. We don't care about them personal problems, G. We want to see what you can do. I want y'all to see what we can do. Let's come together and get the bag, man. Why not? You know what I'm saying? All the other problems will go away because guess what? Guess what? Men is like this. Oh, he treating you wrong? He ain't shit? Pull up on that nigga house, drop his shit off in a motherfucking Porsche. Do that. Do that. Pull up in a brand new fucking Porsche and drop his shit off that he bought you. That's what we on. Oh, your mom and your dad, they don't approve of what you're doing? Your auntie and uncle, they don't like what you're doing? Okay. Pull up on them on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Drop a stack and walk out. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Drop a stack on them during the holidays and walk out. That's what we deal with. Man, from men who support women, stop bathing in your problems. And the more you talk about your problems to other businessmen or women, the less you become reliable or a reliable source to get business done. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. That's not my personal opinion. That's fact. The more you talk about your personal problems with businessmen and women, the less you become a source to get business done. Niggas don't want to hear that, B. Straight up. Get the money, fix the problems, let's go. You know what I mean? And real talk, for men too. Men too. Shout out to Lady Bite Size. She said it. Men too. Hey man, we don't care about your problems, G. Come on, man. Get to it. Show me what you made of. That's what we in this game for. Show me what you made of. You know what I mean? Come on, man. 5 things. 5 things from men who support women. And trust me, there's a lot more. I'm just speaking on 5 right now. But there's a lot more. There's a lot more. The last thing. before I get out of here. And this one is very dear to me. And I really want to explain this. I definitely want to explain this before I get out of here. Number 5, strong women beside us goes beyond a relationship, goes beyond boyfriend and girlfriend shit. Let me say it again, man. A strong woman beside us goes beyond a relationship. I have women, business women that I rock with. We don't have no boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. We don't have sex. We don't talk to each other in that manner. We don't flirt with each other. We don't do none of that. We talk a little shit because I talk shit. That's what I do. But we don't deal in that type of way. But this is a strong woman beside me that hold me down, that take care of her business, that when we collectively come with an idea, she believes in the idea as much as I believe in the idea. And when it's time to execute, we get right to it because she understands the importance of us doing what we say we gonna do. My company is Local Astronauts. When a man or a woman comes through and works with us, we about getting to it. We about getting right to it. And I say that because women get this idea that the more you work with them, they feel like that you want something from them. No. From men who support women, let me be the first to tell you, you can keep your pussy. You can keep your sex. We want the money. We want the progress. We want the accolades. We want the plaques. We want the accomplishments. You can keep your pussy. That's yours. You can keep that. We don't want it. We want to get to the real nitty gritty of what we do. Shit is real, man. From men who support women, we are into trying to progress the idea of us working together and being a force. We a force. A man and a woman coming through with a business suit on some ill shit is a great thing. A man and a woman coming through in flip-flops and on a hippie look and doing some creative shit is a beautiful thing. A black man and a black woman coming together and doing a small business and conquering the small business is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. We don't want your pussy, man. We want the progress. Because once we get to that point, and don't get me wrong, there's some situations where it does happen like that. Y'all do business, y'all, into whatever y'all into, and then y'all end up feeling each other. There's situations, it's happened before. It's gonna continue to happen. That's great for those two people who find a a mutual connection to like each other, that's cool. But I'm here to tell you from men who support women in the workforce, the real ones who support women, who care more about your well-being than your pussy. That's what I mean. We care more about your well-being. We don't care. Keep your pussy, man. That's yours, man. Give it to that. Give it to that nigga that be treating you wrong. I don't give a shit. Give it to your ex. I don't care. I want the money. I want the money. Let's work on getting that. Let's work on building a better us, a better me, a better you, and then go off in the world and go find who you're truly destined for. That's all I'm saying. We are getting to the point that the whole idea of women being shut out of the best part of business, all those walls is coming down. From the movies to politics to CEOs to administrative directors to primary directors, women are coming through and shutting shit down. They shutting shit down. They coming through. All the Issa Raes and the Mona Scotts and the just of course the Oprahs, shout out to them. It's a lot of new ones that's coming out and they shutting shit down and they doing ill shit. So I definitely wanted to talk about, the 5 things from men who support women, because I want y'all to know it's niggas out here behind y'all. We waiting to see y'all pop. We want y'all to pop. We want y'all to get to it. It makes us feel good, especially if we're working together to get somewhere. You know what I mean? It's always, let's get to the plateau that we want to get to. You know what I mean? And I appreciate every businesswoman that's out there chasing progress, chasing the bag, however you want to call it. It's all progress. I appreciate that because we need more y'all. We need more y'all women who are not just mothers. All due respect to all the mothers, but we need more. We need business women. We need the ones that's out there negotiating the deals and making things happen and taking care of the kids at the same time. We need more of that. And if anybody can tell us that it's possible, it's a woman. It's a woman. Straight up. So this is my podcast, y'all. 5 things from men who support women. I thank y'all for listening in and, always tune in to me. I'm always go live from either Instagram live, Facebook live, from whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, check it out on SoundCloud. Check out my podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes podcast. I do them randomly, you know what I mean? I want to talk about things that people don't get a chance to really talk about. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and every platform at Yo PolyRob. What up? YOPOLYROBWHATUP. And it's going up on SoundCloud right now. You know what I mean? And tune into the next one, man. I appreciate y'all, man. 5 things from men who support women, because we support y'all. We want to see y'all win. All right? Peace.